Good morning, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 50-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pits, not for children. So if you're under the age of 18, it is not for you. First and foremost, I'd like to let you guys know I am rebuilding my channel, second account on this particular platform. So if you want to see all the shows, I'm sure you can find me on a tube somewhere, if you know what I mean. All my shows are there, but starting over from scratch here. So, and for you guys that have found me, David, Jesse, all you guys, like I said before, man, thank you. Apparently you have to just Google Danny's Pit on TikTok. That's what my buddy David told me. So try that if you want to. If you're catching this and you want to get back in the pit. You know, I got these little giveaways, little Jesus figurines. They're absolutely free. My appreciation to you guys for joining the pit, being pit members, smashing likes, sharing off to like-minded people, and so forth. So with all that being said, thank you guys. So let's hop into today's pit. Topic of today's pit is tragedy in the Potomac. Okay, I know, day late, as usual, but I like to watch the news first. Then I take notes, then I do the pit. It's kind of my little formula. So there was a horrible crash. I'm sure everybody knows by now. You know, a horrible crash. 63 souls were unalived because of this collision. There's a Black Hawk helicopter and not quite a jumbo jet, but I would just say a medium-sized jet. Just absolutely horrible. If you watch the clip, I ain't gonna play. I don't put them up for you guys that are new. I don't do all that because number one, it takes a long time, and number two, you've already seen it. So why do you got to see it again from me? It was horrible. I've watched the clip a few times and listened to the audio, and it just seems like all kinds of stuff went wrong. So I'm listening to the news like everybody else, and President Trump basically chalked this up to what it was. He said basically gross incompetence. Basically like DEI hires is I'm sure what he meant. Now, like I've said before, I don't blindly follow anybody. Okay, I don't blindly follow Trump or anyone else for that matter. When you blindly follow people like that, that's how dictators and emperors are born. Okay, you got to be. Even though I voted for the man, and even though I like what he's doing with a lot of things, if I'm to be honest, some things I don't agree with, and that makes it even more natural for me because, we need to know what went wrong so it won't happen again. We don't really need to assign blame at this point. Maybe this was just indeed, an accident, just an accident. The helicopter was behind, the plane was this way. It's bright on this side, like looking at car headlights, but from behind at night, just like being behind a car at night, kind of hard to make out. So, it's just one of those things. It's just, I think it was just a horrible accident. Apparently, the Army has spoke up and said the Black Hawk pilots, I'm not really sure if it's one or two it takes to fly the thing. I was never in the military. But they had, he said vast experience. They're highly experienced pilots in the Black Hawk. It was supposed to be some kind of training mission. And the best I could figure out was they were supposed to be at 200 while the jet was at 350, 200 feet, 350 feet. For some reason, the helicopter rose. And that is indeed where I think the accident part of this happened. So like I said, for President Trump or anybody to get up there and just start assigning blame, that's not going to solve anything. We got 63 families that are never going to see these people again. And one of the passengers was on, there's a skating team on there, like 14 members, 14 people that were unalived in the accident were on a U.S. figure skating team. One was a 12-year-old little girl who had just beat cancer. And it's one of those things where it kind of tests your faith a little bit. Not, but you gotta remember his plan we cannot figure out. I've said it before. We're like lab rats trying to figure out what the scientist is doing. We're never going to get there. So this was obviously in God's bigger plan, or it wouldn't have happened. Okay. That being said, I would just like to tell you guys, if you can, if you're so inclined to do so, take a moment today, a few minutes, just to say a prayer for those families, the families of those 63 people. And if prayer is not your thing, I would ask you to at least have a good thought for them, that they heal and they recover. But like I've said before on this show, do you ever really heal and recover when you lose family like this? Or even friends, anybody, So that's all I got to say today. If you guys want, hit me up in comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like I always say, I appreciate your comments, and I try to get back to every one of you when I can. let me know what you guys think about this. And again, I'm not slamming Trump at all. I have not turned my back to him or changed parties or anything. I'm just saying I don't always agree with everything he does. And assigning blame at this point, it's moot. Let's just learn from it so it won't happen again. Pray for the families and well, there's no survivors. The families of the people on the plane and the helicopter, and move on. That's what we do. We're America, and that's what we're good at. So anyway, damn, what can I say? It's horrible. It was horrible. Nothing good came out of this. So anyway, with that being said, stay vigilant, America. Keep looking forward, but once in a while look behind you, and it helps to know where you're going when you know where you've been sometimes. And God bless each and every one of you guys, man. Stay safe, stay healthy, be safe, be healthy. Call someone you love, go give someone you love a hug. Tomorrow's not promised, and this accident is an example of tomorrow's not promised. So God bless this wonderful and beautiful United States of America that we are lucky as hell to be living in. And again, just have a thought for them at least today. And then, hopefully we'll learn. So I'll be back should the platforms allow it. I used to say that for fun. Now I'm really like, will they allow it? But anyways, I'll be back should they allow it. So until that time comes, stay tuned. Pit members, you rock. People who just joined me, you rock. And I'll be back again. So again, stay tuned. Thank you.